Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Bitcoin. It's been headlining a lot in the last few days, last few weeks, as it had approached all-time highs and then surpassed it to make new all-time highs. So currently, Bitcoin is around 67,467.30. Let's see what so you can see on the chart here, it made highs of around 73,615. 73,615 was the high on March 14th. So, we start hearing people say, it's time to start investing in Bitcoin, right? But no, guys, no, it's not time to start investing in Bitcoin. This is all-time highs here for Bitcoin. I'm not talking about stocks here. Stocks is a different story. That I made a video about if you should invest into all-time high with stocks, but when it comes to Bitcoin, I don't feel that it is time to start getting into Bitcoin. So, in my opinion, the time to start buying Bitcoin was back in late 2022 when it hit lows of around 16,683, as you can see here on this chart. Let's go over to Yahoo Finance here and look at that chart. So, the lows there were around 16,700 back in November of 2022. So, but I do remember a lot of people talking back then about, is this over for Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin finished here? Is it going to keep going to zero? Obviously, hindsight is 2020, and we now know that it may actually came back and made new all-time highs now. So, but this is the time to start buying, guys, when everybody's kicking that asset when it's down. As you can see, what happened here was that it hit the high of around 64,000 back in November of 2021, but it just kept going down after that. So I mean, if someone got in at that price, sorry for them, but it started going down, and it went down for a year straight. It looked really bad, but somewhere around here, it started turning around and it started going back up. So you had all this time to get back into Bitcoin. There was a slight pullback here at around the um, is at the 25,000 mark. There was a slight pullback, and it looked like it wasn't gonna keep going. But then suddenly, it started surging, and we are where we are today. So what does this mean for the future of Bitcoin? Nobody knows for sure, right? Bitcoin is an established coin, so it's probably the most popular established coin out there. So I don't foresee that it's gonna go away anytime soon, unless any kind of government regulation comes in to try to stop it. I don't see that happening, as because politicians are they're too afraid to take really hard stances on any particular topics, especially topics like this that might alienate a large part of their voter base. So, for example, the kind of people that are into Bitcoin might be more of the younger crowd, the Gen Zs, the millennials. So you don't want to alienate those voters, especially when you need their vote in order to win your elections. So I don't see the government really doing anything drastic to ban Bitcoin and get rid of it, but I do see that they might put some more regulations in place to try to fight money laundering, organized crime, and things like that. But basically, that's the whole point here. Right now is not the time to start investing in Bitcoin. I suppose that if you're going to be a really long-term holder of the coin, 5, 10, 15 years or longer, then it probably is a good time, right? Because who knows what price it might be, might increase in that time period. But if you're a short-term speculator just looking to make a few bucks, your time to buy was probably around the lows of November of 2022. Right now is probably not a good time to buy unless you want to wait for it to retrace a little bit from the high, 10, 20% or more. As you know, it can lose that much value. So bottom line, I don't think it's a good time to invest in Bitcoin. Do your research before you do, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.